3, 2, 1, go!
We start qualification number 9 with 3 robots to the center of the field. Control C just beating out X-Flare on the neutral zone, and lots of fuel going in for that Red Alliance. Control C and C-Tech making their way back to the center to grab a second full load, and both of them lining up, and they are good. Lots of shots going up and in. Not a lot of shots going in for the Blue Alliance. Just missing out on the 100-point barrier, the Red Alliance, at the end of the autonomous period, which means it's time to go to the Blue Alliance to have some uninterrupted shooting time. And that audio signal from the 2018 game first power-up signals that it's time for the Blue Alliance to do that. X-Flare lining up with their turret, and they have a couple of shots going up and in, and our FTA, Tim, nailed by a piece of fuel from the neutral zone. Lots of defense being played by the Generals. We've seen their defensive prowess so far this season, and a big impact with Control C now pinned up against the driver station, and they managed to untangle themselves before going back for another couple bites at those 955 bumpers. C-Tech, big volley up and in. Control C, volley up and in. And Carbon Knights in the center of the field trying to gather as much fuel as possible for their alliance. Flashing on the hubs means it's time for the Blue Alliance. And X-Flare lining up with a full hopper against their hub. A couple of shots going in one at a time, being extra careful to make sure they are precise and in. Control C now over here on the blue side of the field, trying to steal all of the fuel from the Blue Alliance. They now have a full hopper, and they evacuate back to their zone. Beavertronics trying to grab some fuel on their side of the field, and it's now the Red Alliance's turn. Lots of shots up and in. Generals still sticking themselves to those Red Alliance robots, pinning up C-Tech against the edge of the field. Control C was left undefended for a second, but it's now not true. Generals up against them, and it seems like Generals may have hit C-Tech hard enough that they are no longer active. That RSL on the C-Tech machine currently not active. It is back now. Will they be able to get up and running again in the last couple seconds of the match here? 200 points now being broken by the Red Alliance, 68 by the Blue Alliance. This match is looking fairly sealed and dealed for the Red Alliance at the moment, even though they are currently one robot down. Control C struggling a little bit to grab the fuel behind the tower, and they get a last couple of shots up and in, shooting on the move without a turret. And looks like Generals and Beavertronics trying to get a couple of shots up and in at the end of the match. 235 to 75, your preliminary. We have your final score on the big screen. The winner of the Red Alliance, taking home a final score of 237 to 76. Not a huge surprise there, but 4 ranking points being taken home by the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance, unfortunately, not taking home any ranking points. Control C dropping down to rank number 3. Assume this pushes Mean Machine back up into rank number 2. 130.